All right, Nick. So here's the deal. Here's Watson's take on the backswing that I want you to see, and he's on point. You know what's funny? So 40,000 golf lessons I've given, right? And then literally in the last month I watched this in full because I'd never seen it, and it's so funny because I'm going through his lessons of a lifetime, and it's like these could have been my lessons of a lifetime, literally. Except I'm not Tom Watson. But the reality is, all the tips he gives are things that I'm always doing with players in here all the time, and that have been bread and butter for people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So watch this. Watch this move.
Yeah.
Left arm, left shoulder.
This is the key.
Club head starts this way. The left knee collapses
See
in
this?
toward the ball. The right hip goes back.
Yep.
We get the club up in a proper position like that.
There you go. So that's the spot. Now here's the secret to it: is allowing the left hip and the left knee around. That way, yeah. So to me, when I do it, I feel like I go shoulders and arms straight back, and then I allow my left hip and left knee to follow actually, my shoulders and arms are technically pulling my hip and knee around. Is what it's like. It's like I drag the shoulders and arms away, low and slow, and then let the left knee and left hip come around. Now, the deal is, to get into that position, you almost need to exaggerate it. So here, if you would step away for just a moment here. I'm going to show you the exaggeration. And so basically, see the thermostat on the wall there? I'm always talking about that for students because your tailbone has to pivot, so it helps students to sense where their tailbone is. So basically, when you get set up and you're gonna swing back, it's shoulders and arms and club go first, and then you get stuck, and then you have to let the left hip and left knee around. Now to get here, where's my tailbone facing?
Yeah, like 45 degrees.
Over there, right? Because
yeah.
that's right. Because the hips have turned 45, while the shoulders have turned 90 or 90 plus, depending on your flexibility.
That's cool.
And so yeah, so the trick is when you're going back is allowing this to come around more this way. And some players, to correct it, and you have to film this from face on view. You have to see what you're doing from face on view to verify.
Yeah.
But basically, what you need to do is you have to make sure that from face on view that you're feeling like, if anything, that you're pushing your left glute to the left while you're doing this.
Exactly.
When you're over here, the correction for that is feeling the hip go this way.
Yeah.
The secret to that is not your head. Everyone I see, when I start telling them to get their hip over there, they start leaning their head that way. It's not the head. The head stays where it is, shoulders and arms, and then the hip is what we're pushing over that way.
Yeah, and that's where the cornhole bag saved me.
Right.
Is because